Hello everyone, your professor is here, Spider-Man is here, the Avengers are here, and we all want to welcome you to History of Christianity, Reformation to Modern. This is not your high school history class. If you are a Harry Potter fan and have read the books, you know that the History of Magic teacher is Professor Benz. Well, he's a ghost. He died while teaching history, maybe from boredom, and he continues to teach in a dry, old-fashioned way. Well, I'm old, but I'm not dead yet. And church history is not dead. It is alive, and we are an ongoing part of it. So, as you can tell, I'm excited about church history, and I hope that my enthusiasm is contagious. So, I want us to look over the syllabus for our class so you can know the requirements and expectations. All right, let's go. All right, so this is, as I've said, History of Christianity, Reformation to Modern. This class is offered through the NOLA to U Flex format, which means that some of you will be in the classroom and others will be connecting through Flex technology. All right, we'll talk more about the Flex aspect of the class later, but first of all, let's talk about the other information in the syllabus. All right, the syllabus begins with my contact information. The best way to reach me is through email, and you see my email address listed there. I try to answer my emails within 1 to 2 days of receiving them. If you write me on the weekend, it probably will be Monday before I respond to you unless it is an emergency. But go ahead and write to me. I will respond as soon as I can. My phone number is there. You see the seminary's phone number, and my extension is 3214. So again, please call me anytime. And if you're on campus and want to stop by my office, I am in the Dodd Building, first floor. Office number is 105. Usually my door is open or at least unlocked, and I am in the office unless I'm in the classroom. Maybe I've gone to lunch, or sometimes I wander over to the Student Center to see what's going on there. So you might want to make an appointment by email or phone, but you're welcome to stop by anytime. All right, we have 2 required textbooks. One is by Justo Gonzalez, The Story of Christianity, Volume 2. I get good reviews on this textbook because it is very readable. And when I first started back to school, it was this book that influenced me to specialize in church history. Gonzalez writes as if Christianity is a story, and so he makes it very interesting. I hope that you will find it so. The other textbook is Documents of the Christian Church. This is a reader of primary sources, and so the historical figures that we are studying have left behind a number of writings, and this book will give you an opportunity to interact with them. There will be additional required reading from primary sources. These are available free on the internet, and your reading schedule is in the back of the syllabus. You may purchase your textbooks at nobts.ecampus.com. Now, much of our class will be conducted on Blackboard, and you will be automatically enrolled onto Blackboard, and it will be available to you on the first day of class. Now, once you get on Blackboard, the first thing I would like for you to do is to go to the discussion board and post an introduction. Please tell me and your colleagues about yourself, your family, your background, your major, and your ministry goals, things that you like to do. And oh, I love pictures because that helps me get to know you better. Well, I have already led the way with more information than you want to know about your professor, but I've also included pictures of myself, my wife, my family, and my grandkids. You want to see pictures of my grandkids, of course. All right, much of our course will be conducted under course documents. In the left margin, you can find the link to the course documents. Click there, and you'll see that I've organized the course in 6 units. Open up each unit, and you'll find PowerPoint lectures there. These will be the lectures that I follow during class. And also you'll find bonus features, videos, articles, maps, charts, other features that will enhance your learning experience. And also under each unit, you'll find a study guide to help you to prepare for your unit exam, which you will access on that page, and also the unit reading report. We'll talk about those right now. All right, so you have 2 unit assignments due at the conclusion of every unit. In the syllabus, there's a list of the deadlines for each unit. And by midnight at the end of that date, your unit exam and reading report are due. So let's talk about the unit exams. There are 6 of them. You will take them closed book, closed note, and open memory, because I want to know what you have learned during the unit. All right, obviously you are on the honor system, but because you're a seminary student, I trust you. All right, these exams are timed, and when you open up your exam, there'll be a timer set for 20 minutes. All right, now at the end of 20 minutes, the exam will not shut down, but you need to be wrapping it up by then. But if you need just another little bit of time to answer the last question or two, or if you'd like to review your answers, feel free to do so. Sometimes your computer will shut down for some unexplained reason, and so you'll need to reopen the exam and finish it, but the timer will continue. If something like this happens, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'll be expecting you to complete your exam in the 20-minute time frame. Again, this is to hold you accountable that you're not spending time looking up the answers in your book or in your notes. Now, the base value of each exam is 25 points, but every exam includes 1 or 2 or 3 bonus questions that can increase the value of each exam. So remember that the word bonus comes from the Latin word for good. So your bonus questions are helpful to you. The more questions you answer, the more points you can earn. Now, the lowest of your 6 exam grades will be dropped. This gives you an opportunity not to be penalized in case you forget to take an exam, or if you have computer problems, if you go out of town for a DNOW or a revival, if you're unable for one reason or another to take an exam, then you will not be penalized for that one exam. Then, at the end of the semester, if you are satisfied with your first 5 exam scores, then you can exempt yourself from the 6th. All right. You also will report your reading for each unit. So you'll open up your reading report and you'll estimate the percentage of the reading that you completed in 20% increments. The easiest way to figure this is to read everything. and then you click on 100% and you get 5 points. If you didn't quite read everything, well then that's 80%, and so you earned 4 points. A little over half, well that's 60% and 3 points, and so forth. I do hope that you will do your reading because you cannot learn everything that I want you to know about church history only by looking through the PowerPoint lectures. You need to read your textbook and your primary sources in order to complete your learning. At the end of the semester, there's a bonus reading report, and you can earn a 5-point bonus if you have completed all of the assigned reading. This means that if along the way you didn't read quite all of the readings for this unit or that unit, if you catch up, then you can complete the bonus reading report and earn some extra points. And of course, if you read everything along the way, well then you've got a 5-point bonus waiting for you. The reading schedule is included in the syllabus. All right, your first written assignment is a movie review. How often do you get to watch a movie and get class credit? All right, this movie is Luther, released in 2003. It stars Joseph Fiennes in the title role. Peter Ustinov portrays Frederick the Wise in his last film appearance. Alfred Molina is John Tetzel. You may remember him from an early Spider-Man movie as Dr. Octopus, and he's going to do that again in the next Spider-Man movie. The movie review, I hope, is a fun assignment. You will watch it and then evaluate it for its historical content, okay, its accuracy and value, including any discrepancies that you notice. All right, now this assignment is informal. It's intended to be a fun way for you to learn, and this assignment is one where you can use first person. All right, your next written assignment is a major research paper. You will look in your syllabus and find a list of topics. Some of them are individuals that you would write biographies about, but there's also a list of broader topics that you can write a research paper on. All right, so look over the list, and I want you to send me a list of 3 to 5 options that you would be interested in writing on. I will not allow duplicates, and the favorites will go quickly. So send me your list of options in order of preference. I will reply with your assignment and maybe some suggested resources. All right, just some helpful hints about writing your research paper. The first thing that I want to see is an introduction. I want you to introduce your subject by summarizing why this person or topic is important to read about. And then you will enter into a section on the subject's life and ministry. Now, if you're writing a biography, the subject's early life needs to be brief so that you reserve the major body of the paper to the person's contributions. As a rule, a chronological approach is best when you are writing a history paper. And then when you have finished writing the body of the paper on the person or the topic, then end with a conclusion that summarizes the legacy of your subject, whether it is a person or a movement. Finally, you will include a last section that discusses an application point. I want you to look for how you can apply what you researched in your own life and ministry. Now, if you choose to include subheadings in your paper, insert 2 blank lines above and 1 blank line below. But subheadings are not required. Because this is a short paper, you will not need a table of contents, and certainly do not divide up your paper into chapters. Now, the application point will come after the conclusion, and I want you to add at least 1 application point or more that you learned from your subject, whether a person or a topic. This application point might be a sermon illustration, an application to your ministry, or a lesson learned for your personal life. And remember, the lessons we learn can be positive or negative. Often we learn from church history what not to do. And so look for these application points as you are conducting your research. And I want to see this included in your research paper. Now, we have a number of services available to you to help you to be a better writer. And one is Safe Assignment. When you are looking at Blackboard, in the left-hand margin under Assignments, you click on that and you'll find a place where you can submit your research paper, a first draft. Submit this draft for review. Safe Assignment then will highlight the material that is found in its database and send back to you its report. When you see the highlighted material, that means that this information has been copied, or it matches the writing of someone else. Okay, so you need to be sure that if this is a quotation, be sure that you have inserted quotation marks and you cited it properly in your footnotes. Now, if you see a lot of your paper that has been highlighted, that means that you have included too many words written by your sources. And so you need to put more of your paper in your own words. I realize that you are conducting research and reading what others have written, but I want you to assimilate that information and give it back to me in your own words. Now, you need to be aware that Safe Assign is going to highlight footnotes and bibliographical entries because obviously other students have cited the same sources. This is to be expected and is not a matter of concern. Another service that the seminary offers is Write Stuff. That is what we call the NOBTS Writing Center. And the Writing Center can help you to be a better writer. So you can submit a draft to the Writing Center. The staff will review your paper and work with you in order to improve it before the final paper is submitted. You see there the link to the Writing Center. You will need to read that to find out the process for submitting your paper. They need at least 3 days, so you will need to send it in a timely fashion so that you can receive it back and make the corrections before turning it in. But working with the Writing Center will help you all in your academic writing and help you make better grades also. All right, there's also a style guide that's provided by the Writing Center, and you see the link there. This is the approved NOBDS style guide that can help you figure out how to format your footnotes and bibliography and other Turabian issues. All right, let's talk about how to submit your assignments. The unit exams and reading reports will be submitted on Blackboard. Unit tests and reading reports are under course documents. They're under each respective unit. The movie review should be submitted under assignments. You'll see in your left margin a link to assignments. When you open that, you'll find the place where you submit your movie review. All right, you also will submit your research paper under assignments, but you also will submit it on the discussion board. By putting it under assignments, that gives me access to your paper. By posting it on the discussion board, that gives your colleagues access to your paper so they can learn from your research and writing, and you can learn from others. There will be a 5-point deduction if you do not submit your paper in both places. And please do not submit your assignments as email attachments unless there is a real reason for doing so, or unless I request it. Otherwise, my email inbox fills up very quickly. Well, I must put on my ugly face and talk about penalties, all right, because there are expectations for this course, and I want to make them clear to you. One issue is attendance. No student who misses more than 6 classroom hours, that's 3 weeks of a 2-hour class. For us, that's the equivalent of 6 class meetings. No one who misses more than that can receive credit for this course. 3 occasions of arriving late or leaving early will count as 1 absence. So for all of this information, see the graduate catalog. All right, unit assignments are the exams and the reading reports. They must be submitted by the date of the unit completion listed in your syllabus. After the deadline, the exams and reading reports will disappear and they will not be reopened. So do not ask me. My answer will be no. However, remember, 1 unit exam grade will be dropped, and so that is to help you to follow this expectation. All right, I'm very serious about tardiness in your written assignments because I believe punctuality is a discipline that students must learn. A late written assignment will be assessed a 10% penalty if it is submitted after the deadline. For the movie review, that's 3 points. For the research paper, that is 10 points. After 5 days, the penalty is doubled. And after 1 week, oh my, the penalty is so severe that I hesitate even to tell you how bad it is. And no assignment will be accepted after 2 weeks past the deadline. All right, so please know I'm very serious about your getting your written assignments in on time. All right, again, you must post your research paper under assignments and on the discussion board, or there will be a 5-point deduction. And now, I hate the necessity of talking about plagiarism, but nonetheless, you would be surprised at how often this occurs. We have a high standard of personal integrity at NOBTS, and any fraction will be reported to the Dean of Students. An infraction of plagiarism could fail you on the paper or in the course. And so be careful not to do plagiarism. See the graduate catalog for more information. All right, let me put on my happy face again. Let's talk about the points for the class and how you will be graded. All right, as we've discussed, there are 6 reading reports worth 5 points each, and so the base for your reading is 30 points. But remember, you can earn 5 bonus points for reading everything that's assigned this semester. All right, 5 tests will be counted. 25 points each is the baseline, but remember, every test will have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 points extra that you can earn. So you can actually earn more than 125 points, but that is the baseline expectation. All right, the movie review is worth 30 points, and the research paper is worth 100 points. So there's a total of 285 points that can be earned, possibly more than that. So if you earn 265 to 285 points during the semester, that's an A. 240 to 264 points Well, that's a B. A C is 220 to 239. You can see the numbers for a D, and less than 170 is a failing grade. Now let me give you this assurance. Half the students in this class are going to make A's. Typically in my classes, about half my students make A's. Most of the other half make B's. There will be a few C's and a couple of D's, but if you want to fail my class, you have to work hard at it. That means you're not doing the work. You're not doing the reading or the exams. You don't turn in your written work, or you turn it in late. But this is a doable class. And if you do the work, you will make a good grade at it. So please do not be concerned about the class. Just be prepared to do the work. All right, let's talk about Nola to Flex. This is I think, a very exciting and innovative technology that allows students at a distance to experience the classroom. And so every class meeting is video recorded, and the recordings are put up on Blackboard for you to view. And you can view the lectures live. You can see and hear me live. Now, I cannot see or hear you, but you can text me, and I will have a Flex assistant in the classroom monitoring the text, and so you can communicate in that way. All right, now, when the class is over, the recorded lectures will be posted on Blackboard as video lectures, and so you will be required to either be in the class or to view the lectures on Blackboard. You'll be asked to certify that you have been present for the live session or have viewed the recorded session. Most of you will view the recordings, but this certification will be done through a keyword that I will announce, and Flex students will send that keyword back to my Flex assistant. His email is posted in your syllabus. I also will check Blackboard for a record of your attendance. All right, now all video lectures are available for 7 days after the video is posted, but after that they will disappear and you will not have an opportunity to view that video, and you'll be considered absent for that class session, and technical issues will not be considered a valid reason for missing a lecture. So be sure that you have all the technology that you need in order to participate in this class through the Flex format. And distance students are only allowed to miss the amount of class time specified, the NOBTS attendance policy as stated in the catalog. All right, so I hope that you understand the Nola to Flex technology. Instructions have been sent out, and so if you have any questions, then contact the ITC support office. Again, that information is also in your syllabus. All right, when you're in the classroom, turn off your cell phones and use your laptops for purposes suitable for this class only. Okay? We'll talk more about that later, or maybe not. Maybe I won't have to. I hope not. All right, let's talk about COVID-19 protocols. For those who are in the classroom or on campus, it's very important that we follow the guidelines. So mask up, maintain social distance, wash and sanitize your hands. Let's pray that God will grant us a safe and healthy semester. All right, so here are our reformers telling us to mask up and be serious about doing what we need to do to bring this COVID pandemic to an end. All right? Well, I hope that this has been a helpful run through the syllabus. I hope now you have a better understanding of the requirements and expectations of the course. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. And remember that I'm looking for a list of 3 to 5 options for your research paper. And also, don't forget to post an introduction and leave me some pictures as well. All right, so on behalf of all of my Marvel superheroes, I bid you farewell and wish you a great semester. Bye-bye for now.